some ideas he had on how to get you more links. So your site right now has a total of 2,400 links from 121 subdomains. I went and looked at floormall.com, which is one of the top ranking sites similar to yours for the phrase hardwood flooring. They have 96,000 links, which I know that sounds like a lot more, but that's not the problem. They have those links from 645 unique subdomains. That's the problem. They have many more unique domains linking to them than you have linking to you. You're going to have to get some kind of parity there, or at least increase the number of links you've got if you're going to compete with them. Having a picture of Kathy Ireland on your homepage might be a way to start. I don't know, but you could probably do it more with content, and I think that's what where Michael's ideas come in.
Yeah, and there's some content on your site that you can kind of parlay into getting some more search engine readable content, and some more content that will reach out to people, more importantly. And the Ask the Florical section of your site currently has some pretty great articles on how to apply finish, how to do like water sealing, that sort of thing. And that kind of stuff is really useful for consumers that are trying to make a decision on which sort of products they want to buy. And you can do a lot on your site to enhance not only how you display this content, like maybe pull in one featured article into the homepage, for instance, and just create a pathway in for more users to see this content. And then start building it out. Just a quick idea of what you could do is 10 tips for finishing or for refinishing your hardwood surface. And within that, you could provide links back to abrasive products that will help them strip a finish off, or sanding products, stuff like that. It's not an obvious sales pitch, but you're still providing useful information for people. And that sort of thing attracts links, because people will say, "Oh, I found this, cool article on how to refinish my floor," and they'll share it with their friends, and that'll kind of develop links for you.
And one thing I would add to that is, it will attract links, but you're also going to need to go out and get people to link to that content. So when you get that content up on the site, I noticed you've got a Florical account on Twitter. I don't know how many followers you have, but that would be one place to announce when you do new posts, which it looks like you do already. You do some of that announcing already, but then also, build some relationships out there. Go to some of the do-it-yourself blogs. Go to sites like Lifehacker. That's an ambitious one, but there are tons of sites like that out there that want to give good advice. And if you do content that's not an outright sales pitch, if you do content that's genuinely useful, they're going to want to see that. The only other link building suggestion I would give you is there are a lot of sites out there that promote coupons and special promo deals, and you have a lot of good promo deals on your site. So if you haven't already done this, go search for coupon sites like retailmenot.com, I think coupons.com. We operate a site here at Portent, if I can give a quick plug, twiggle.org. It's twiggle.org. You can submit your coupon there, and those will all get you backlinks. And they're totally legit. They're as much advertising as they are link building for the sake of SEO, and it's a good kind of low level way to start. There's always more ambitious things you can do. You can always go out and try and do some link buying. Not that I would ever suggest that, but you can. You can try some silly stuff. How heavy an object can we drop on this floor before it gets a scar? Things like that. But just start with the basics. Write some really cool, useful content, submit it around to the how-to sites, and see what you can get out of that. Okay. Last thing we had was just some kind of light aesthetic issues on the site. And I'm going to do a couple, but Michael had a couple of really good ones, so I'm just going to zip through mine pretty quick. First thing is, you have a lot of links, and the links are all text links on the home page. I would love to see some of these instead be buttons. So maybe view all could say more info, or buy now, or order now, and it could be a button, because there's nothing on this page that grabs my eye and says this is where I should click to take my next step. And that's very, very important if you're going to get conversions. So I would definitely do that. And then the only other thing that I'm going to mention is that you see how you have your product name up here. I would like to see this product name actually go across the entire top. So the image is pushed down a little bit. The product name goes all the way across the top of the page here, and it's a little bit bigger. This is the single most important piece of information on the page. It's the name of the product. It's what I'm looking at. So you want to make sure that that is very much in evidence. So I usually like to push everything else down a little bit so it stands out.
Great. I had some aesthetic things too, and most of it revolves around the home page. As far as, just starting out with the hero, and what that is, those top rotating strips you have on the top of the page. I noticed the body text in those portions is a very light grayish color, and when you're including things like promo codes in that text, it's kind of hard to read. It doesn't necessarily draw the eye in. So I would just think about maybe enhancing the size of that a little bit, making it a darker black, just something more readable.
Yeah.
And then the second thing is in all these rollovers in the bottom section, especially on these little category boxes, these rollovers extend past the image on the left, sometimes even out of the box in cases, and just little aesthetic things like that tend, as they pile up on the site, tend to kind of decrease the amount of trust your users have in you. And if these kind of things are broken, why should they put their credit card in your cart? And why should they buy something from you, basically? So just cleaning up little things like that can go a long way towards building trust with the user. And then lastly, in your side manufacturers section, which Ian already touched on, there's the closeout portion. And first of all, it's not a manufacturer, obviously. Second of all, this is a link to a section with inventory you're going to want to sell. So maybe move that up to the product category level. Make it like a red or something. Just something to indicate that these are things we're trying to make clearance items.
I would even go as far as recommending a graphical button or a badge or something. Nothing cheesy, but just something that makes it stand out a little bit. When people go shopping online for products, they're either looking for convenience, or they're looking for something they can't get anywhere else, or they're looking for a deal. And if you want to get the folks who are looking for a deal and keep them, then you want to make the closeouts part stand out.
Yeah, and I think the badge is totally great. Just say, closeouts up to a certain percentage off, like however much you're offering off.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, I think that's it. That covers our review. Jim, I hope this is helpful for you, and I hope it's helpful for other folks out there. I'm going to do one shameless plug. I've never done this in any of these before, but Portent Interactive, my company, is launching a new service, and it's a 3-day quick custom consulting package for search engine optimization for just about any size business. It's a $500 one-time fee. You get a review a lot like this one, except there's a detailed written report that goes with it, and you get me on the phone talking to you for an hour to go through all the changes and things I think you should do. The whole idea is it's a good way to get started. It's a good way for people to kind of get a quick check on stuff that they've already done to make sure that they're doing the right thing. So I hope you will take a look at it. I hope you will buy it. If you want to buy it, you can go to www.portent.com/SEO. So, end of blatant plug. I hope you all have a great weekend, and we'll be back with another site review next week. Thanks a lot, Michael.
Take care, guys.